God, Shahid.
Woo!
I thought you were going to pop out of there.
Yeah, I think the title kind of upstaged me because I was coming up from there, and everybody was checking out Farzi, and I was like, hey guys, check me out, I'm right here. But what an amazing entry for the title, and thank you guys for having me.
No one can upstage you, Shahid. The show looks amazing, and you're working with such a talented crew. It just looks like you can't wait to watch the show. I mean, you're working with blockbuster directors. You're such an outstanding artist yourself that this is like everyone's digital dream come true.
No, absolutely. First of all, I mean, it's a privilege to be here. Thank you guys for being here today. The stage looks amazing. I love the LEDs on top, and the Sizzler was so exciting. I saw it for the first time myself, so I was really happy to see it. Thank you for having me.
But you know, I have a question to ask you, Shahid. Firstly, welcome to the world of Prime Video. We are all honored to have you. In fact, welcome to the world of OTT. Now, after so many successes and being in the movie business for so many decades, does this still feel like a debut to you?
Yeah, very strangely. I mean, I keep saying that, and to my wonderful directors, Raj and DK, who are veterans at this, I kept telling them that I'm so nervous to be debuting on the OTT platform because it's so different from what we do in movies. You know, it's a completely different medium, it's a completely different platform. So I'm very nervous and very excited at the same time. I always wanted to do something which is a change up for me. I've been doing this for about 18 years. So I wanted to do something that's challenging and different. And this story, this character, really resonated with what I wanted to do. To me, it matches up to any and every film that I might have done. I feel that it will be as original for me as any character that I might have done. And I'm super excited to share this with the world and with all the viewers of Amazon Prime. And can't wait to see what people think about it. And I'm loving all that money falling down right now. It's very exciting.
Oh,
it feels
don't
good.
we all? But Shahid, you're not the only one making a debut here, right?
Yes, actually, we have a few OTT debuts with this show. And if I may have the privilege of inviting the rest of the cast and, of course, the makers. So, to begin with, none other than the Makkal Selvan, or the People's Treasure. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the one and only Mr. Vijay Sethupathi.
Such an honor to see you and meet you and just have you with us on our stage. So you'd like to say something for being part of this amazingly massive, brilliant show.
Good evening. Thank you so much. Thank you. The launch is awesome. And thanks for inviting me. I was a bit nervous when I come into this project because I'm going to work with Shahid and Raj and DK, so I was a bit nervous. My first day shoot is with Shahid, that too one day only. So he was so comfortable. I thought he already worked on this project for more than 50 days, so that was my first day. But I had a very comfortable experience with Shahid, and thank you so much for that. And then, and Pakka, that Farzi will, it will give you chasey, tension and everything. You have a great experience of watching Farzi. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Shahid,
Yes,
your job continues.
We have some more. We have some more. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to call on stage my co-star. She's an actor, a playback singer. She's worked in Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam. Can I hear it up for the one and only Rashi Khanna?
Rashi, you've been surrounded in this epic show with legends, supremo actors, outstanding filmmakers. What is the feeling?
I felt what I felt the first day. I mean, the first day I was extremely nervous having to share my screen space with Shahid. I was trying to have this really confident exterior, but inside I was melting because he's always been one of my favorite actors, and I've told him that. And I think I feel the same today. I'm nervous, but I'm very happy to be a part of this show, which has such amazing actors next to me. And yeah, I mean, I think I've learned I've grown as an actor, definitely. And another thing that I would like to add is Rajan DK sir, who actually changed me as a person and as an actor. So in every way, I think this is the best thing that has happened to me.
Yes, Raj and DK have changed a lot. Not only in the world of entertainment, but also in terms of storytelling. And should we call them, Shahid? Please, the honor is all yours.
No, absolutely. Thank you so much for letting me do this. I'm very excited to call this duo on stage, ladies and gentlemen. The directors who have the quirkiest minds in the business, the directors that I was chasing to work with on the OTT platform because they've made Family Man 1 and 2, which is my favorite show, which I have loved watching myself. And I had the guts to ask them to cast me after the legendary Mr. Manoj Bajpayee, and they agreed. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only, that's two and only, Raj and DK.
All right, you brilliant boys. I have a question. So I need to ask you something. Your show's tagline says it's an original story about copying. So मैंने बॉलीवुड में लोगों को इंस्पायर होते हुए तो देखा है, and we all seen that. इतना original confession about copying is shocking. So what exactly are you copying in this show?
Well, we tried to copy the our success formula at Amazon, but then we won't be too original. So we kind of stuck to something new and hoping it'll work. But with such a amazing cast, we're just blessed to have, and the support from Amazon has just been incredible. But yeah, we're hoping we copy the success formula.
Oh, well, you don't need to copy it. You don't need to you just have to live up to it. Which I'm sure is a tall order, but from what I can see, you've already done it. It looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. You have anything to add?
Well, I mean, thank you everybody for being here, and thank you Amazon Prime for having us here. So, I mean, it's a big day for us, and, you know, hoping for the best.
All right. Vijay sir, this to me feels like a show of debuts, from Shahid making his OTT debut to you making a debut in a Hindi series. Why do you make us wait all these years, and what finally prompted you to say yes to Farzi?
Nothing, Rajan DK.
That's it. Simple.
Then that time I don't know. I thought Shahid is on board. I don't know that actually. Rajan DK, then Shahid. Then of course, I love Rashi. I worked with her already. I think 3 films, two films we worked.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, sir. Also, Rashi, we know that Shahid is printing counterfeit notes in the show. So are you a part of his Farzi world, or are you on the other side of it, or you can't reveal it?
Well, I think I'm not on any side. I play my own game.
You have your own team.
Yes, I play my own game.
Oh, you play your own game. Oh, well,
Yes.
doesn't everybody in this
So
business?
yes. So yeah, I'm not on any side, and I think the best part about our show is that our characters are written so dynamically, and they're so real that, you know, a lot of them, and they're so great that a lot of people will relate to them, and it's also a very edge of the seat, so you have to wait and watch. Yeah.
Ah, fantastic. Well, I simply cannot wait, ladies and gentlemen, to watch the show. But before we let all you illustrious ladies and gentlemen leave the stage, may I please request Jennifer, Kerry, James and Gaurav to join us on stage for a picture, a moment captured.
Buckle up. There's going to be a lot that's going to go down today. And I'm sure everyone is keen to hear. Yeah, let's show the AV.
All right. Gaurav, I request you to stay on stage as I invite a few more leaders from Prime Video for a quick rapid fire, a quick fireside chat with me. Gaurav, yes, you're back, and we like you back. All right, here it is. Forbes magazine named her one of the most powerful women in the world in 2021. Can I please hear it for head of Amazon Studios, Jennifer Salke.
Anywhere, Jen.
Anywhere. You sit, they'll
Right here.
follow. An accomplished veteran in the global media industry, she rules the world of streaming with her over 2 decades of entertainment experience. Please give it up for the VP International, Amazon Prime Video, Kelly Day. Championing breakout stories from around the world, he is the head, Local Originals, Amazon Studios. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the visionary James Farrell. And of course, Lady Extraordinaire and the creative mind behind all the amazing Amazon originals, Aparna Purohit, head of India Originals. Oh my God, give it up. What an illustrious bunch this is. So much talent, so much power, and more importantly, so much storytelling. Welcome, welcome for this fireside chat. So, Jen and Kelly, James, welcome back to India, firstly. How does it feel?
Love it. It's so great to be back here. We were here before the pandemic in 2018 with plans to be here 2 or 3 times a year. You know, the COVID robbed us of that, but we couldn't be more excited to be back here with all of you.
No, we're super excited that we're on stage and there are people. It's been a rarity.
Nice to see people.
It hasn't happened. There are people and without masks. Well, that's not entirely a good thing, but anyway. We heard actually, Jen, we heard Gaurav talk about Prime Video's 5-year journey and the many milestones you have had. Now, from what we have seen in India and what you have done globally so far, what sets Amazon Studios apart?
You know, I think 4 years ago when I started and this team started to really build, we really put a stake down in being home for talent. And that was a really important central, philosophy for us. And we take it very seriously, and we feel it across the globe. And, you see all these incredible shows, all that sizzle and all those scenes and all the shows you're going to hear about today, and the foundation of great content on the service. None of that happens without incredible talent and artists who have big imaginations and can execute at the highest level. So being home for talent for us means having the best teams on the ground. We have the very best in Aparna, which we all know, to be able to cultivate that home for talent within the regions and have talent want to be part of the Amazon Prime family and make incredible shows for people to not only enjoy all over India, but all over the world. So I do think we stand apart in that way, and I think it affects our culture, about who we feel like as colleagues and human beings. We're actually all very friendly with each other. It's a giant company that feels very small in so many ways, which I think makes it very special.
That's incredible. Thank you for those warm and wonderful words. And as consumers and storytellers and part of the film fraternity, I can only say that Amazon has and continues to change the game in a solid, brilliant manner. So congratulations for that. James, hello.
Hello, my friend.
Long time no see, James.
Not that long.
You haven't changed at all. Some of us have aged. You haven't.
Thank you so much. Very kind.
Jen spoke about the potential, James, for Indian stories. Traveling, I can attest to that because the film that we released, Sher Shah, which launched last year, was watched in 200 countries and territories. Unimaginable, really. The global reach was phenomenal. Our movie had actually a launch at Prime Video, and that reach was like, it was something that is inexplainable because the impact was global, and that's something that every filmmaker really wants for their stories. I've always been curious about how great storytelling can transcend borders. Tell us, is Indian content finding audiences outside Indian shores? Is that truly happening as we speak?
Well, the short answer is absolutely. You know, I think easily 1 in 5 of our customers that watch Indian content are doing so outside of India, and titles like Sher Shah, like I watched that in the US, and so did a lot of people I know, so that's the short answer, definitely. I think the more strategic answer that maybe you're really digging at is like, why is that happening? Why is it traveling so well to so many new people around the world? And I think it's because our Pern and our team, they look and they say, all right, what's already on the surface? We're getting all this great content from the US, we're getting content from other countries, the licensing team is pulling in a lot of good stuff, but what's missing? What stories aren't being told? What can we do that customers are going to love that might surprise them in new ways? And that's kind of what you've been seeing these last 5 years. You're seeing like amazing, innovative stuff, and you're going to see more of it here. What's coming up this year now? So that's one. And actually, to put it in a different way, would be a title like One Mic Stand. So One Mic Stand it's a great comedy show here, and some of our team in Germany watched that show, and they said, you know what? That could work in Germany. So they made it in Germany. It's going to come out in a few months. It's going to be great. The team in India watched a show from Japan that we had called Last One Laughing, LOL. They made that here. And now we've got a show in Brazil on dating, a show in Italy on cooking, a show in Australia on real estate. So not only are shows traveling, but ideas are starting to travel the world. So it's just a super exciting time for how content is starting to move around the world.
Oh, that's fantastic. And actually more power to you. And, and I say this to Aparna and Gaurav, more power to you because India is a country of many languages and many, many, many cultures. What's amazing is thanks to Amazon Prime, people are actually exposed to films of every language, even within the country they live in, which used to, before this, it wasn't a viewing habit. You have people, Hindi-speaking people now watching Tamil and Telugu films and Marathi films and Malayalam films, and it's amazing. That is a phenomena that is very recent. And I think that your platform is, well, I would say one of the main leading reasons for that. So again, congratulations. Aparna, it is undeniable, therefore, that you have tasted great success. And we all know that, and congratulations to you for that.
Thank you.
We've seen an incredible width and breadth of genres of all the series you've curated and created. Tell us more about how you personally commission content.
Thank you, Karan. This is a great moment. 5 incredible years. It's feeling very emotional. I truly believe that India is a land of storytellers. We have stories in every nook and cranny. And this is such an incredible time. It's almost like revitalization, like almost the renaissance of Indian entertainment. And amidst this multitude of stories, to find that one story that can connect and resonate with the audiences, not just here, but across the world, that's a challenge. And I think I'm just going to allude to what Jen was saying earlier. We just want to create a home for talent, really a community, a safe space where creators feel supported, where they feel that we are willing to invest in them. For us at Prime Video, everything begins with a great story. The question that we ask ourselves constantly is, why this story? What is so compelling about this story? What is keeping the creators up at night about this story? is it truly rooted and entrenched in our soil? I think that's the starting point, and we really want to back the vision of our creators, enable them and empower them. And finally, I'd like to just say that, we call ourselves, my team and I, we call ourselves the story chasers. We will go across the length and breadth of the country to find a good story and really develop them. I also feel that we don't ever dictate. We never let the creator's vision get diluted. So never insist on cast this or cast that, but really cast for the characters. And when Gaurav was talking earlier about how we've given a platform to, so many new, talented, emerging, independent voices, almost 50% of our release slate has new talent and 70% of our upcoming slate has new talent. So I just feel we are enablers, story chasers.
Congratulations, Aparna, because truly having the power to tell stories, seeing that through, and eventually executing and seeing your vision come true is really what all of us are here to really do. Kelly, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello. You're just 4 months into your role, Kelly, overseeing Prime Video International. And from everything Jen and James have said, it seems you are all incredibly bullish about our country, about India. All streaming services say India is an important geography. Now, I'm curious to know, where is India being placed in your Prime Video universe?
Yeah, well, first, thanks for having me here. It's been an incredible week. As you said, I've only been with Amazon now for a few months, and this is the first opportunity I've had to come and spend the week with Gaurav and the incredible team here in India. And it's just been a fantastic week here in Mumbai. So it's been really great. And I think, with regard to the opportunity, it goes without saying that the future of global streaming services is really about global expansion and moving much more ambitiously to serving customers in our international markets all over the world. And truly, India is really leading the way for us. It is one of our fastest growing markets. It represents some of our most engaged consumers. It's just been doing really, really well. And I think it really starts with, first off, this phenomenal team. I can't say enough about them. And really, their ability to kind of get in the mind of the local consumer, right? So we're really about trying to create an entertainment service that meets the needs of the Indian customer first and foremost. So it's about kind of thinking backwards around what we can do to really super serve that audience. You've already seen some of the incredible announcements that they made just in the first 10 or 15 minutes of all the things that we're doing and the investments that we're making and the new launches, our rental business. But I think one of the things that's also really interesting is that India is truly an innovation hub for us. So a great example of that is our Prime Video Mobile Edition service. So India is the first market where we rolled out a mobile-only service for our customers here. It's done quite well for us, and we're really using that as a launch pad and are now rolling out the mobile edition product in a variety of countries all over the world. So I really see the opportunity here in India to continue to innovate, to continue to serve customers, and to continue to learn how we can build on that and expand Prime Video all over the world.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. And your incredible belief in India is music to our ears. Thank you so much. Well, Jen, shifting track a bit about a subject that I know you are exceptionally passionate about. Diversity, equity, and inclusion are part of Amazon Studios' core value system. How does this focus translate into action in the way that you're building the slate?
Well, our Home for Talent is defined by being diverse, and it's supportive of women and voices all over the world. And so you see with a leader like Aparna, with a leader like James and Gaurav and Kelly and our whole team that we are always mindful of this. It's part of what we do. It's not checking boxes. It's really about making sure, as Kelly said, we're thinking about our customers globally and locally. Our customers are incredibly diverse. They're incredibly diverse across India, as you pointed out. And so how do we reach the talent that can speak to those audiences? And they don't come in a one-size checkbox form to order. They are artists with voices and stories that my friend over here is story chasing with her team, and then I call her story nurturing as those stories move on through the pipeline. But finding those stories and finding the voices, women and new voices. I think half of our new content we're announcing comes from female producers and executive producers that you'll be hearing about today. And I think 30% of the directors on those projects are all women, which I know we are incredibly proud of. Yay, women and lovely men allies. You can all cheer. And then, you know, James over here runs an international team of leaders it's a fire force of passionate women who are out there following Aparna's lead and chasing stories all over the world. So it really starts at the top. It's how we live, it's our culture, and it's incredibly meaningful to us and always has been for me personally.
That's fantastic.
You know, and I'd just like to add, I completely echo with everything that Jen has said. And look at this stage. Isn't it absolutely amazing? Equal representation. I really believe that, you know, and I feel actually really fortunate to be in a company that does not just encourage but really values the contribution of women and other diverse groups. And I sincerely believe that diversity, equity and inclusion is not just required, it is essential, it's par for the course really. In fact, I just wanted to share that in March this year, we launched this interesting initiative called Maitri, the Female First Collective, a safe space for women in media to come together, to talk about the challenges, to share their successes, and just hold each other's hands, and to unblock the challenges that the new ones you know, are facing and keep the doors open.
Fantastic, Aparna. Congratulations on doing that.
I also love that many of the producers we have, very prolific producers on our slate and our current slate and the new slate, they are also developing female powerhouses underneath them who've gone on to become executive producers of all our shows. And I think, you know, testament to you and to all the incredible producers out here who've been believers in that as well.
It is true, and I think the digital universe, by and large, has actually empowered women and believed very strongly in equality and the representation of even the LGBTQ community. And it's just been fantastic that content that has resonated deeply, changed mindsets, and created new ways forward for so many. And I think for that, we have to thank all the storytellers, and so many of you are here with us this afternoon. Thank you, Jen, and thank you, Aparna. Kelly, in India, like the rest of the world, entertainment is a highly competitive market with lots of content available across many, many different services. What would you say makes Prime Video stand out?
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that really attracted me to come to Prime Video and take this role is that we have such an incredible opportunity to deliver a really scaled, but at the same time, very unique and very local experience for our customers all over the world. Here in India, it's really a multi-pronged strategy. First, we're programming in over 10 languages. So again, it's got to be a truly locally relevant experience in order to make sure that we're really meeting the needs of our customer. Our Indian originals are doing incredibly well. You're going to hear about a whole new slate of them going forward. So, you know, our content is really resonating with our consumer. We've redefined movies. We're doing direct to streaming here in the country, in addition to obviously all the licensed titles that we bring in from around the world. It's really, you know, I mentioned earlier about the mobile edition products, so we're continuing to innovate for a mobile-first consumer and invest in just really making it very easy for people to access Prime Video on whatever device you want. Finally, live sports. I think that we are uniquely positioned to be able to bring live sports in addition to all of the great local content and global content that we're producing. Cricket is obviously incredibly well loved here in India, and we're excited to be able to deliver cricket to our customers here too. So we're just at the beginning. As Gaurav said, over the next 5 years, our plan is to double the investment that we just made. We considered India to be one of our most strategic markets, and I think you're going to see us continue to invest in a truly differentiated service here.
Brilliant. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much for that. Gaurav, you just mentioned when you briefed us in your address earlier on Prime Video's entry into original movies. Now, you made some big movies by launching over 50 movies. You made some big moves by launching over 50 movies directly on the service over the last 2 years. You also have a co-production with Ram Setu, which releases in Diwali. How are you thinking about programming movies?
Yeah, I think when we started, we realized that India loves the movies. They love everything our creators create, and who would better know that than you? But one of the challenges we had was the fact that we are an unscreened country. Only 9,000 odd screens for 2,000 films we make every year across languages. Now, the opportunity we had, the white space we had, we thought was about the fact that we could actually get more customers to see movies in the early window of its release, right after theatrical. So immediately we worked on a series of license deals with partners like yourselves and others to get these movies within 4 to 8 weeks of theatrical. But then the opportunity came when, in the pandemic, when theaters were shut and people wanted content, and content was ready, but there was no way to get it to them. And they partners with you and others. And I remember a conversation on Shersha, and how we do it, how we get it out there, and the rest is history. We actually released 58 films in less than 20 months across 6 languages to customers, and the reach was phenomenal across India, across the world. So we realized the fact that we can play a very important role in getting the films to their customers. We are taking a one step forward there with original films now, which we're announcing today. We have some interesting announcements, which we'll come to later. And of course, expanding on co-productions. We announced one earlier with Ram Setu. We have more to announce. And finally, with our launch of our movie rental service, is one more way for customers to consume content besides joining Prime. So I think we are fueling the creative economy, like I mentioned earlier, playing a role so that we can, everybody, all the creators can make more movies for our customers.
That's fantastic. And I think what's fantastic about Amazon Prime is not just having the film on your platform, but I know I noticed this personally as a filmmaker who had 2 solid films on your platform, that they were marketed beautifully and treated very specially. It wasn't that it was direct to like streaming, that's going to be treated just like a film drop. Yeah. It was given the entire respect and love of a theatrical release and so much more. For that, we as filmmakers are eternally grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Karan.
All right, so thank you everybody. Thank you for your words. Thank you for your thoughts. And more power to all of you. And may the force of storytelling always be with you. So thank you, but we're going to see you back on stage very soon. I'm going to request Aparna to stay back because she's going to be my partner in crime from now onwards. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karan.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you very much.
Karan. See you around.
See you soon. Aparna, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
You ready?
Absolutely.
This was just the lull. There's going to be a storm of content and storytelling that's going to sway us all, aren't we?
See where it takes you.
See where it takes me. And right now I'm going to take you center stage. All right.
Karan, they say content reigns supreme And if that's true, you will be supremely delighted for a long, long time.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to have your minds blown because it is now time to announce the Amazon originals that the team at Prime Video has been secretly working on. The first show we are about to announce is big. Big. When I say big, it's really big. It's so big that it needed a superstar and then another superstar from the Tamil film industry. The show is so big people will be queuing up near the routers to watch it.
This show deals with a big topic of counterfeiting. And the cast of the show is big because the show is so big. Farzi features superstars like Shahid Kapoor, Vijay Sethupathi, KK Menon, Rashi Khanna, and amazing and beloved stars like Bhuvan Arora, Regin Cassandra, Kubra Seth, and Amol Palekar.
Whoa! Finally, ladies and gentlemen, a show that has more stars than my parties do. Since the show is so big, it needs not one, but two directors, the legendary duo Raj and DK.
Prime Video presents Farzi.